A Cleveland homeowner is terrified that the cracks in his home are only going to grow, and he's pointing the finger at a new school behind him as the source of the cracks. He reached out to 13 Investigates for help, and our investigative reporter Kevin Ozebek has his story.
As our area just booms, there are school districts like Cleveland ISD that need to handle a surge of new students. A new elementary school has been built, but this homeowner thinks the construction of that school did serious damage to his home.
Well, this is opening up.
Outside, he'll point to splitting.
Right here.
Inside, he'll tell you to look up so you don't miss the cracks.
The cabinets have dropped about a 3/16 of an inch right there. The beadboard is separating away from the sheetrock.
Bill Slaniper's home was built in the late 90s, so it's pretty surprising to see a home that's not all that old have all these cracks and doors that now aren't easy to open or lock.
And if you close the door, you hear a click, but the door doesn't seal.
Bill says all the problems started just a few years ago during construction of the new neighbor behind him, which is Northside Elementary School.
Did you ever have cracking in your home before the school was built?
No.
Satellite images show Cleveland ISD cleared a huge patch of trees to build the school. Water-thirsty trees were chopped down and construction was underway.
The water used to drain away from here. It drained from south to north. After they cleared this, the water drained from north to south. I had water standing back here, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches deep for almost 6 months. And it caused this land to stay wet. My house had water.
At a 2021 school board meeting, Bill and others complained.
So now every time we have any little bit of rain, it floods my whole back of my property. It's causing water to stand on my property, and that's never happened.
So the district made sure this berm stopped the flow of water into their yards. But Bill believes it was put in place too late. And he blames all the water that was around for making his foundation uneven and causing these cracks.
I can do handyman stuff, but leveling a house, no. That's way above my pay grade.
So Bill filed a claim with the district and sent the superintendent, Stephen McCandless, the $7,400 estimate to level his foundation. In May of 2022, McCandless emailed Bill after a closed school board meeting and said that the district is taking no action on your house damage.
Our school board reviewed it with our superintendent and our district attorney, and it was determined that no further action could be taken. There was a lack of sufficient evidence that the district directly caused the damage to the property.
My response to that was, I will resort to other means.
And what were those other means?
Contacting Channel 13.
Bill contacted 13 Investigates because he fears the cracking is getting worse. Real estate attorney Richard Weaver thinks the facts are on Bill's side.
When I saw that water all around that man's house flooding the majority of his property, was shocking.
But Weaver says going after a well-lawyered school district is tough without your own attorney. And Bill doesn't have the money to hire help or fix his foundation out of pocket.
I don't have that kind of money. I'm retired.
Cleveland ISD told us Bill is welcome to file a new claim. And in fact, Bill says he's working on doing that just now. He says he's trying to get updated estimates from his contractors, Eric.
Okay, all of that's a lot of frustrating. Everybody can relate to that. But we also know that others complained to Cleveland ISD about the water before this berm was built. Are they complaining about foundation damage as well?
So, Eric, we did speak to 2 other neighbors, one whom is actually a school board member herself. She says all the problems stopped after that berm was put into place where it is right now. And she says their street was just fine a few weeks ago when parts of their county flooded. A second neighbor tells me she has no damage, but she did say Bill's property was a lot more flooded than hers before that berm was placed where it is now.
All right, we'll see how this plays out. Kevin, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Eric.